Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Falcons going up against
Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Takes this for 3 to the 29.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now it's 2nd and 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Kaiser to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. So the D-line's going to spread out. Let's go. On third down, Kaiser going underneath. It's Coleman. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 58 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary team.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Tanner Vallejo coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Dancing to his left. Room here to run. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away. A nickel look by Seattle on third down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Point after now from Catanzaro. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Back to it after the pick six. Kaiser to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. First down, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik McDowell in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Under a minute to go. Clock running in a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Let's go.
Kaiser now on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. From the gun, Kaiser over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in position. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So it can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Offense still needing 10 yards, second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's Coleman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. This will be caught at about the 5. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
It's Coleman here. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Wilson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Check four. Got it. Hey, watch it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Second down, Kaiser. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Kaiser. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And out now come the Seahawks. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Wilson, he sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been. Great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way.
Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him at the 36.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Ohio! 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 Come on, let's go!
Freeman again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Down carry, it's Williams. And a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the run. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Come on, let's go!
A first down throw for Kaiser. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Let's go! 1, 9,
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Come on, let's go!
Kaiser now. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Kaiser. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Malik McDowell in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know, all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Wilson down around his goal line. Going right side here, and that's complete. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. 95 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
14 yards that time for number 14. On 1st and 10, Kaiser steps away to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken farm from last night's gone to your head. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This is Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Now Kaiser. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go. 38.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Kaiser to throw it. He finds Taylor, complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Kaiser on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And the Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.